I think it's both. It's a mix between both. Not everybody leads the same, and not everybody can be led the same. So I think there's a natural piece of leadership inside of me, but I think there's things that I needed to grow on in the off season that I've talked to my coaches and my peers about that I think I've used emphasis with to get better at.
So, Andre, how do you lead in a situation like, without getting specific about the Boo stuff, but how do you've known Boo for a while, how do you lead there in that situation?
Coach Hype has been, he's been huge in this with us in the leadership, and that decision started with Coach Hype. So I trust that he's going to make the right decision with that, and I trust that our leadership is going to follow suit with the right decision with that as well.
How do you hold everybody accountable as a leader?
I think everybody's held to the same standard, and that's where you start as a leader. So just holding people to the same standard and knowing where to meet people to get people to that standard.
Is it easier to lead to lead veterans, or is it easier to lead the young freshmen? You got a bunch of guys back there.
Yeah, I think everybody's different. It's definitely been a process how our room has looked, it being older in the past and now it's younger. So I think both have their challenges, both have their shortcomings, but the way that you lead is definitely particularly on the group.
Ryan was just asking you, has it been a natural ascension for you to kind of take over that room back there? I mean, 'cause you were not you were a new guy at one point. Has it kind of been natural for you to just sort of morph into that leadership role?
I think it's been natural and also in Temple. Tank leaving his last game and his last week, we spent the entire week together. Him just telling me that was going to be the role that I needed to take up for the group, and showing me the things that I need to get better at, the things that already were inside of me that I needed to grow a little bit to be able to bring the best out of everybody around us.
Coach Ivey talks a lot about competition, competing with this group. Who would you say is the most competitive on the team?
I wouldn't say anybody's the most competitive. I would say myself, honestly. I think this group, everybody wants to compete. Everybody wants to compete at a high standard. So just knowing that every day and every rep with everything we do is going to be competitive has been fun.
All right, some fun ones now. Fill in the blank. I can't trust you if.
Wait. What? Say that again.
I can't trust you if.
You don't trust me.
All right, now who on the team would be your emergency contact?
Jordan Thomas.
Who do you feel like taught you how to be a good leader?
I think it starts from birth, honestly, how you're raised. I think my parents, my mom and my dad have done a great job teaching me how to be a leader. I think different experiences that I've gained over my life and up to this point has helped me become a better leader and bring that side out of me.
And now I'm curious, why would Jordan be your emergency contact?
Because I know he's going to answer, and I know he knows that I will answer him as well.
Who would be the last person you would ask?
The last person?
In the secondary?
The last person in the secondary. That's a good question. I don't think I have an answer to that one.
That's a good answer.
That's a good answer. That's leadership.
That's a really good answer. That's leadership right there.
A lot of the guys have said this year they really don't, or people outside the program don't really have expectations for what this team could become. How do you guys handle that inside of the program, coming off a year that obviously was a great season?
We don't really listen to the outside noise. We know what we had to get accomplished, and we all know none of that stuff matters when the ball's put on the ground. So just having that mindset every day that it's just us inside of this building working every day.
There's been a lot of talk about how close this team is and how much chemistry's been built throughout the offseason. Well, why do you think that is? Is it partly what happened at the end of spring practice, or is it just kind of something about the personality of this group?
I think it's been a growing point since Coach Hype has gotten here. Every year we felt closer, and I think the experiences that we've had, whether they've been bad or good, has brought us closer together, and I wouldn't want to be in this position or in this building with anybody else.
Last year during